Hi there, I'm Nancy Nash with Starfish Strength. If you're anything like me, your schedule's starting to fill up with more celebrations and reasons to gather and parties and exciting events. Now, I think it is such an important thing to make time, quality time, for the people that bring joy and purpose to our lives, and enjoying good food with them is definitely part of that. But as someone that is really passionate about helping people live healthier the whole year through, I've worked over the years to try to find that balance between enjoying holiday festivities while still pursuing my own wellness goals. So today I want to share some of the things I've learned with you. Here are my tips for healthier holidaying. So my first tip for you is don't go hungry. So this is twofold. Leading up to any treat meal or experience, no matter what it is, I really try not to starve and deprive myself of anything, but I do think about trying to get good nutritional balance. So I want to stay on the lower end of the caloric requirements that I need, but I don't want to go below that. So I'm going to make sure that I get plenty of fiber and lean protein. I'm gonna make sure that I fill up on whole foods as much as possible, meaning legumes, whole grains, veggies, fruit. I wanna make sure that I get good nutrition for several days leading up to the event, especially if that's gonna be like a big holiday splurge meal. I'm also gonna focus on keeping fat and sugar down, especially if for me, I might be looking forward to that piece of pie. I know that I'm going to get a lot more of it that day. And in order to maintain my weight, I really think about keeping everything in check a few days before. The second part of this is that the day of the event, I make sure that I start the day off with a reasonably sized, healthy breakfast. I'm not gonna skip meals. Now, younger me who yo-yo dieted would definitely have skipped breakfast, but I know now that the science shows that I am much more likely to binge and overeat and feel terrible later on if I skip breakfast. And the other part of that is my metabolism is gonna slow down because I've stopped eating. So that means this meal that I'm about to eat is probably gonna be stored more as fat than used as fuel. And that is not what we want. I want my metabolism revved to burn off that pie and gravy. So my next tip is to make sure you fit in fitness. Now, as our schedule gets crazy, something gets pushed to the side, but this is where that some versus none thinking can really go a long way. Maybe all I can fit in today is a 10-minute breather walk between cooking dishes. Maybe I do have time early in the morning for a 14-minute kick butt workout video that I'll link at the end here. But whatever I have time for, really thinking about doing something versus nothing at all goes a long way towards me maintaining that healthy lifestyle and those habits I've established for myself. I recommend actually scheduling a time with yourself, and maybe there's a family member or friend who's in town whose goals you can support as well. Maybe they're trying to be healthier, and the two of you can schedule a time to fit in fitness and also catch up. So really thinking about making that part of your plan during the holidays is a key part to keeping this going all the year through, and you'll be in such a better position to really go forth with your goals on the 1st of January or whenever you're ready to really kick it into gear. So my next tip is to look fabulous, to eat fabulous. So looking nice is more than skin deep. When we take pride in our appearance and when I'm feeling good on all levels about my decisions, I'm much more likely to make more good decisions. So when I feel I'm dressed nicely and I acknowledge that I look nice, I'm gonna be more mindful about my eating simply because I wanna keep feeling nice. Wearing properly fitted clothes and saving the sweatpants for home also helps me keep in touch with how full I'm getting. It's gonna be kind of uncomfortable for my body to expand into a dress or a pair of nylons or tights, maybe a nice suit. So it might actually help me slow down a little bit and savor that piece of pie. And maybe I'll wanna make the second piece of pie a little smaller. And maybe I'll skip the third piece of pie. Hey, I'm not perfect either. So my next tip for you is to focus more on friends and family and the people in this gathering and take the focus off food. I probably went to this gathering for the food, but I probably also went to this gathering to visit with these people. I mean, I could eat food at my own house. I want to make sure that I'm making mindful choices throughout the day. And for me, the dessert table is my Achilles heel. I've found that I do a lot better if I'm one of the later people that comes to the dessert table and I give myself a little bit of time to make a decision. And if I don't know what I want, then go talk to somebody else and come back. Just kind of knowing yourself, knowing what you tend to overindulge with, and taking a step back, focusing on the people you came to be with and making a mindful choice, you'll be so much happier with your choice. My second part of this is that we've all dealt with a host or hostess who just really wants to feed you. Now, I love preparing food for people and it gives me great joy to watch them enjoying it. And I don't want to deprive anybody else of that joy either. But I can't say yes every single time and keep up with my own wellness goals and maintain my weight. So I have learned to be the queen of no thank you. So it doesn't have to be a hard no. It might be like, I'm actually really full, but could you cut me a piece that's a quarter of that size? Because I would love to try what you made. Or, give me a few minutes and I'll come back and I'll try some of that. But right now I'm actually really full and what you made looks absolutely wonderful. Remember that you can offer your help in the kitchen to the host or hostess. There are other ways that you can show love and appreciation. And also, when I'm taking time to make mindful choices, I'm not the only one that benefits from that. That frees other people up to feel like that's okay. And it also sets a really powerful example for the younger people in my gathering on how to do that, how to politely say no thank you, how to make more mindful food choices. So my last tip for you is to bring something healthy or healthier to the gathering. In my family, when we get together for the holidays, everyone brings a dish and it's kind of a collaborative effort. I understand that some hosts and hostesses like to prepare everything and they tell you not to bring anything. But in my view, bringing a no frills, healthy appetizer that's not gonna steal the show, make sure it doesn't, is always an option. So that could be as simple as like a fruit and veggie tray. It could be paired with a floral arrangement and be a gift for the host or hostess. It could be a side salad that goes with the meal that's made. Or if your family's more like mine, maybe it is going to be like a roasted vegetable dish that gives people another healthy option. And if your family's more like mine and everyone brings a dish to share, then there's always the option to make a traditional dish in a new way, a healthier way. Now, I've tried making over lots of my favorite dishes over the years. Sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I like it and nobody else does. And sometimes it's really well received. So this is a little bit of an experiment, but this month I'm gonna share a few of my healthy recipe makeovers that I think have come out successfully, and you can let me know what you think. And I will mention one more time that you're not just supporting your own wellness goals when you bring a healthier option, you're also supporting the people around you. I guarantee you, you are not the only person that wants to come out of this gathering without regret or that has a crazy schedule filled with these types of events. So remembering that you're showing other people that they can make more healthful choices, you're giving them that option. That is really a key part of this too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found something in this video that brings you one step closer to achieving your goals and seizing your inner star. If I've left off any of your favorite tips for healthier holidaying, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out the rest of our channel and like and subscribe so I can continue making these kinds of videos for you. Thanks again and happy holidays.